One.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Welcome everyone to the Smack Raw podcast NXT Takeover 31 predictions episode. Jeez, was that a mouthful? I'm your host as always for all these prediction shows, SES Vince. With me, I got my good brother right here, Arn, Mr. 8984. How's it going, my man? How you feeling this morning?
Doing good, brother. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been catching up with NXT. We got a very interesting card here, man. Like, it doesn't feel like a big takeover. It kind of feels like a B-level pay-per-view, like with main roster. So I'm still excited though, because there's a couple matchups here that I'm really looking forward to, and then there's others that I'm like, we'll see what happens. There's a few things that could happen. We have a teaser for someone or some people showing up at Takeover. If you've seen the little like teaser trailers, it kind of like it's a mix of like men and women voices, so we're not necessarily sure what that could be. Before we get into the predictions, we'd like to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Go ahead and turn on that bell notification so you know when a brand new video drops. If you like to listen to the show via audio format, go ahead and check us out on Linktree/SmackRawPod. You can find all our audio content there. And if you do, give it a download over there. Give it a rating and a review. Let us know you care and let us know that you like our content over here on the show. And if you want to go to the extra mile and pitch in $1 or $2, head over to our patreon.com/SmackRawPodcast, where if you join the $5 tier, you get the sticker pack. If you go to, $25 tier, you get a free t-shirt in the color of your choice. Plus, you get a shout out and like free promotional temporarily on the show. So if you're an up-and-coming content creator, this is just the right thing for you. So yeah, man, with that being said, man, get the plugs and all the shenanigans out the way. Let's get started with the card. What I love about Takeover is, for the most part, we're going to get like a good, nice, sweet 5-match card, and they're going to all breathe, and they're all going to be really, really good. Let's start off with the first match on the card. Santos Escobar defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Isaiah Swerve Scott. And I've been calling this for a minute. I knew that this match had to be on a Takeover. And given that it's like Takeover 31, they didn't even give it like another tagline. It's a B-level pay-per-view. It makes all the sense in the world to go ahead and put these Cruiserweights on there and let them shine. And just give more shine and more love to Isaiah Swerve Scott and Santos Escobar. Who do you got in this match, man?
I don't know. This was probably one of the toughest ones for me to decide. I mean, because they keep playing up the fact that Swerve is the only person to pin him since he's been there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Santos is a fucking boss, so I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on this one. I'm a pick Santos, but it's not. My heart ain't into it to pick him. I mean, it's just so.
Yeah, no, man, I feel you. It's tough. I want to go ahead and give it a Swerve because I'd like to see him get some shine, and especially because I think Escobar can transcend that Cruiserweight title and go for that North American title. But is it too soon for that? So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe here and say Escobar retains his title and in the more decisive victory over Swerve, and he moves on to like another challenger. I don't think, as much as I like Swerve, I don't think he's the man to take the title off of him. But
I mean, nothing that they've showed us before any of this has proven that. So
yeah, they haven't given us any reason to believe that Swerve is that guy. So
shit, that's his only win that I can think of.
That's his biggest wins right there is against Escobar, honestly. Right. And it was probably only because they wanted to build him up against Escobar to make him seem like a legit threat. So maybe that's all it was. Let's move on, man. This is a match I have mixed emotions about, because if you told me a year from now we'd be seeing Kushida versus Velveteen Dream, I'd be so hyped for it. But honestly, again, man, Patrick, I can't get behind Patrick, so I just gonna go ahead and say that I really hope Kushida just beats the shit out of Patrick, and we move on and forward with our lives and get Kushida a nice little like North American title run or something. Maybe he's the one that it goes to the next level and takes on Santos Escobar for that Cruiserweight title.
I don't know. This threw me for a loop, especially after this week of NXT, because is he fucking heel or not? Like, is he a heel? Is he not a heel? I mean, because he beat the brakes off of Tony Nese and it was pretty damn good. So it's like I don't know like what this is. Like I'm into it because I like two heelish people fighting, but we'll see what it is. But I mean, I don't see Velveteen winning.
Yeah, no, I don't see Velveteen winning at all. He's clearly the heel. I think Kushida's not necessarily a heel. I think he's just more aggressive, and that's what they've been trying to do with him this whole time, is give him a little bit of an edge so he doesn't come off as like a cheesy, like Back from the Future knockoff guy.
With that before this match, though, did you watch the match last night?
Yeah, I know. I saw the Tony Nese match, but
that was vicious. I mean, vicious and heel. That was more heelish to me. I mean, he was slamming him into the fucking barricade, the steps. I mean,
he's just really mad, man. He's just really mad that the Miami Heat got blown out by the Lakers. Maybe he was a Miami Heat fan. Maybe
I don't know. Like I said, it's confusing to me, like what they're shooting at here. Like I said, I don't mind having two heels because I hate that they always act like two bad guys can't face each other, two faces can't face each other. Like I don't mind it, but I mean like. From being fucking Kushida, checking his watch, happy-go-lucky, smiling and shit, and then the next week, completely different change of character. Like it's not. I'm not used to NXT pulling shit like this on us. So
I'm not used to it my damn self, but you know what? Honestly, it's not a bad thing. I'm okay with what they're doing. Maybe these are just the early stages of what they're going to be doing with Kushida. So I don't know. Maybe there's more to come there. Maybe he does a full-fledged heel turn, but he's using like.
I'm into it because I mean, like I said, he beat the brakes off of Nese, and he told him that. I mean, he completely destroyed his arm. So.
Yeah, I'm with it. Give me more aggressive Kushida, man. I'm all for it, man. Next up, we have Damian Priest defending his North American Championship against Johnny Gargano, and we can bunch this up together with the Io Shirai and Candice LeRae match in a sec, but we saw the main event. It was champions versus challengers. Challengers came out on top. Kind of lends me to believe that Priest isn't getting that title. I didn't think that Johnny Gargano isn't getting that title. I didn't really think that Priest was going to lose it. This is his first real title defense. He's not going to lose it this soon. And as much as I like Johnny Gargano, man, I feel like he was kind of like a last minute replacement. I feel like this wasn't what they were going with because it just got abruptly announced on social media, but on Twitter by William Regal. So in my head, I feel like they had something in mind, and then someone got infected with COVID, and they had to pivot and change courses and give us a high quality match. So this is what I believe happened, and because of that, I think Damian Priest retains.
Yeah, me too. I don't see him losing it that early, and this will be the match that cements him. If you have a good match with Johnny Gargano, it pretty much makes you a big man. So I think that's what this was set up for. And like you said, they had to pivot, and the only thing they could do on a fly was first of all you keep Johnny on his streak on takeovers going, and you're going to get a dope ass match out of it at the same time. So it was a smart move to me, and especially if Priest comes out on top. It's a win-win situation.
Oh, for sure, definitely. It's going to be a good match. That has potential to be like the best match on the card or one of the better matches on the card. It's going to have a lot of hot spots. Just based on what we saw in that tag match alone, there were some very creative spots in there. So I'm looking forward to TakeOver. Like I said, it feels like a B-level TakeOver, but that's still not a bad thing because I feel like at least I guess all these matches can pretty much deliver. The only one that I'm like not too invested in is in the Kushida match, but that's because of Patrick. So
and it's still gonna be a banger ass match.
It's still gonna be good, yeah, for sure. So
B level NXT pay per views are better than A level, and that goes for AEW as well. Like B level pay per views for NXT are next shit regardless. So it's still gonna be one of the best pay per views.
I mean, TakeOver 30 got a lot of flack saying that it wasn't as good as it could have been. But I feel like that's in comparison to like other takeovers, so we just assumed it would be like the next level takeover because it was TakeOver 30. People assumed it had to be like
the Thunderdome shit too played a lot into
had it been like a Thunderdome set up and you go ahead and give us a little bit more bigger matches, I feel like people would be even more invested in that whole pay-per-view. I think it felt like a B-level pay-per-view, the aesthetic of it all. So people just assumed it was a bad pay-per-view, but it wasn't a bad one. It was a decent one. I think Takeover 31 has the potential to be better though. We'll see.
Facts.
Man. We'll see. But yeah, Johnny Gargano, Damian Priest. We both got Damian Priest. Man, we're agreeing on everything here, man. Right? So let's see if we let's see if we disagree on the next one. We have Johnny's wife, or should I say, Candice LeRae. She's taking on Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship, and I kind of meant to say it the other way around. Johnny Gargano is like the husband to Candice LeRae, because this man has been simping for his woman ever since this heel turn. This is gonna be great, man. We saw this match in the past as a babyface Candice versus a heel Io Shirai. Now the tables are turned, roles are flipped. I'm all for it, man. I feel like this match is gonna be a little bit more aggressive. This match is gonna have a lot of great mat wrestling in there, a lot of high flying stuff. Good reversals. This is going to be the match I feel like gets you up in your seat and on the edge of your seat. This one and the main event. So I'm all for it. This is my match of the night. I'm looking forward to this match the most. But I don't know, man. I can kind of see it going both ways here. I could also see Io Shirai retaining here, but I could also see them giving the title to Candice for like a short run, kind of like what they did with Nakamura and Joe, where they traded titles for a sec there. So I wouldn't be mad if they give the title to Candice and Johnny's the one that doesn't walk away with the title.
I think it's going to be different. If Johnny wins, then to me, I think Candice is going to win. So then they can play up the first husband-wife duo to be champions at the same time, because they've been mentioning it here or there, sliding it in, like building up to these matches. So I feel like that'll be the gauge. If one wins, the other one's going to win. To me, that's what I think. But if you cancel out all that other shit and just went just for the match, I think Io's gonna win. I wouldn't mind if Candice won. Like, I love Io, Candice, and Johnny for sure. But I don't know. I think just NXT's MO, like, she hasn't had the belt long enough to lose it compared to other champions.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Io, just because I have a belief and prediction that we'll save for like after we get all the matches. But yeah, I think Io is going to retain here, and Candice is just going to move on to something else. I feel like she's another Johnny Gargano replacement, because
it's either that or the vignettes. Whoever that is going to interfere in this match.
I don't think they're going to interfere in the match, but I think they're going to show up afterwards. That's my prediction. So I feel like for that to have the biggest impact, it has to be Io to retain the title. And also, too, like I said, Candice, I don't think she was supposed to win the Battle Royal. I have some sources, some friends in the know that said that it was supposed to be Rhea Ripley to win the Battle Royal and have a match against Io. Then Io beats her, and with Rhea moving up to main roster. So they pivoted, I'm assuming, because the Tegan Nox ACL injury was legit. So they're like, well, we got nothing for Candice. We were going to do Candice versus Tegan. Let's just put Candice in the title picture, and let's pivot to Rhea versus Raquel, like at the next takeover at an NXT. So I think the result was going to always be Io Shirai retaining. So I'm sticking with basically everyone retaining their title. Next up, main event, finally, the prodigal son, the golden boy, everyone's favorite member, everyone's favorite air guitarist, Kyle O'Reilly, is getting a singles title for the very first time in his NXT career, and it's for the NXT title no less, taking on the current champion, Finn Balor. This is tough, man. You know how I feel about Kyle O'Reilly.
This isn't tough. Finn's going to win this. Like, stop it.
No, I meant like it's tough rooting against Kyle, because
I'm kind of where you're at too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it would be boss as fuck if Kyle won, because then you could push forward the him versus Adam Cole shit before they all go up to the main roster. But I don't think it. What I think is going to happen, I think Cole's going to cost him.
Really?
Because
you really think they go in that direction?
Yeah, because they're retarded. They always do the dumbest shit they could do. Like, they've been pushing the Adam Cole defending UE and pushing the we're proud of Kyle. We want him to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been pushing that shit so hard. Like, to me, I feel like it's going to end up – it's either going to be accidentally he costs him or gets him disqualified, or just flat out he's just like, no, fuck this. Right. You're not winning the belt on my watch. You know what I'm saying? I think Adam's gonna have something to do with it.
See, as much as I want to see babyface Kyle taking on like heel Adam Cole, and that's been like a dream scenario for me for like the longest. I really, the longer it goes on, the more I want Yui to be more like the New Day, where everybody can have single success and everybody's
Right.
like supportive of each other. And we don't really see that in factions, and I'd really like to see that going forward. I don't know. I guess there's always the possibility that they go ahead and break them up and do one big blow off between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, and they go ahead and split up for a spell there for a couple months. Then they get called up to main roster as a full faction, like nothing ever happened, because we know that.
And the only reason why I'm even like Reek is of course the one that like kept shoveling it in my damn face till finally. But the only reason why I've been thinking like that is because the draft is coming up.
Yeah. That's true. And we don't know what's going to happen with NXT.
No, but they said NXT's involved in the draft this year too.
Yeah, no, but we like even Triple H doesn't know like what does that entail. Like so
right.
we don't know.
What I'm saying. So,
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of left up in the open. There's still a lot of unknowns, but I guess the safe bet here is you go ahead and bet on your crown jewel. Your current champion Finn Balor. I feel like this is what he's needed. It's his first title defense. He's not going to lose it to Kyle. He's going to put on a good performance, similar to what Shotzi did with Io Shirai a couple weeks back, and similar to like I feel like NXT does this a lot. Like back in the day, Sami Zayn got like a title shot. He put up a good fight and didn't get it. It took him a while to finally get that NXT title, and so did Johnny Gargano. And it'd be nice to see Kyle O'Reilly be built up because I could see him being the top babyface in that whole brand. Like, if you build him up properly, he can be like the next Johnny Gargano, the next big top babyface, just like Keith Lee and just like Dream before, Patrick fucked it up.
And that to me, that's why I'm saying that, because I think Cole's going to get called up and the rest of them aren't.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get that.
So, also, too, what I could see, and I wouldn't be opposed to seeing this, and it's not like too far-fetched, turn Undisputed Era babyfaces, using Kyle O'Reilly as the catalyst as that babyface run. Them being supportive, maybe that's more of a good thing because now they can go ahead and support each other, kind of like what they did with New Day, just pivot and turn them babyfaces. I'd be okay with that.
You know how I feel about them. Like they're my favorite faction. So
yeah,
I don't want them to break up in any way, shape, or fucking form.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that you could already tell who the company has their eye on. Like,
yeah,
it's been that way for two almost 2 years now.
Yeah,
like we know who the ace is.
Yeah,
can he be the ace if O'Reilly's your babyface front and center?
We'll see. I'm all for it, man. I mean, New Day did it. They always rotated between Woods, Kofi, and E, and I feel like Yui can do it too. I feel like they can do it too. We'll see. Let's move on to the rest of the crew. Those are the entire matches. So we agreed on everything. We both got Finn. We both got Io. We both got Damian. We both got Santos Escobar, and we both got Kushida. So we agreed on everything, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a really sweet graphic like I did for Clash of Champions because everybody took their time to give me their predictions, even though predictions was going to be today. So we'll start off with Katie. She's got Damian Priest. She's got Candice winning the title. She's got Swerve winning the title, and she's got Balor retaining and Kushida beating Patrick. Kyle, he's really going off the deep end here. He's got Santos Escobar retaining. He's got Kushida beating Patrick, but he has 3 title changes. He's got Kyle O'Reilly winning the NXT title, Johnny Gargano winning the North American title, and Candice winning the NXT Women's title. So that'd be interesting. I wouldn't be mad if Kyle's predictions come to pass because Kyle O'Reilly air guitaring with the NXT title, give me that, inject it into my fucking veins, bro. I want that shit.
That's why I don't think they're gonna do it.
We'll see. Last thing I want to predict. I want to get your predictions and guess on who this mystery individual or individuals will be at Takeover 31 because it's confirmed that that's where they're showing up. Who do you think it is?
I have no fucking clue. Like at first I thought it was a guy, but then last night's vignettes, it looked like a woman holding up the paper and stuff and everything. So now I'm thrown completely in the loop. Like I have no idea who it is.
Okay, so I have people in the know that said that this was supposed to be like beer money or that there was rumors that this could be beer money. So I was thinking Bobby Roode. But since Bobby Roode returned on Raw, maybe they pivoted, and that's why they changed it a little bit. So I'm thinking this is going to be the long rumor debut of Tessa Blanchard, and maybe including Daga with her. If nothing more, it's going to be Tessa. I feel like that's who it's going to be. Unfortunately, I think
that would be my pick for the woman. That's what I had. That's what I picked last night.
Yeah,
if it's a woman.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be Io Shirai retaining, and then afterwards Tessa Blanchard returning to NXT and going face to face and confronting Io Shirai, immediately going in there, and I think that's what it's gonna be. If not, regardless of the fact, if you guys are disappointed with that reveal, we will be having another reveal on our recap show, so make sure you tune in for that. The tattoo is finally coming, guys. The tattoo is coming. You can see it. It's not on here right yet because I didn't want to go ahead and debut it right before.
Ready for Sunday.
Oh, that shit's going up.
Quit playing with me, bro. You're supposed to get it 2 weeks ago. You're about to do the last NXT pay-per-view, bro. Put that motherfucker on for Sunday night.
I got you, man. I'm trying to get the production going for it. I'm trying to make it nice and sweet.
You got Sunday nice and clean. You got right before the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and knock that out, bro. Let's go, man.
For sure.
Debut it Sunday. Sunday.
With that being said, that's a nice little segue to make sure you guys tune in for a Takeover 31 recap episode. We're going to try to live stream it immediately after Takeover. If not, it will be available Monday morning on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackRaw Podcast, or wherever audio podcasts can be found using our link tree /SmackRaw Pod. With that being said, man, make sure, again, follow us on Twitter at SESVince, at Mr8984, at SmackRaw Pod. Make sure you subscribe to Mean Jelly Bean Productions on YouTube and Mean Jelly Bean Memes on Facebook if you still use Facebook. So with that being said, this has been the SmackRaw Podcast. We'll catch you guys next time for more NXT. Later, y'all.
It's Sunday, guys.
Later.